Hello, you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy that you are here. You're welcome to Let's Talk with Toyin, where we talk about children, their learning abilities, learning capabilities, their growth, development, and all of that. And this YouTube channel welcomes parents, teachers, friends, family members, community members, whatever position you are, you're welcome, because at some point or the other, you'll be needing this knowledge. And in fact, it can apply to you. Things we're discussing can apply to you as adults. So do stay tuned. And if you subscribe, oh, thank you very much. And if you're yet to subscribe, please do press the subscribe button. Now, today we'll be discussing what learning is really about, the domains of learning, and how to really know if a child has learned. Now, there's a definition of learning that says that learning is acquiring of skills. Yes, that's good. But there's another definition that says that learning is a relative change in behavior due to experience. Now, is this definition that I want you to hold on to, because this definition has things like relative change in behavior due to experience. Now, relative change in behavior. Now, I'm going to really understand what I'm talking about. Now, let's move to 3 domains of learning. We have the cognitive domain, we have the psychomotor domain, and we have the affective domain. Now, firstly, cognitive domain. Now, this domain has to do with the head, memory, the brain. Your child can comprehend things. Your child understands what they taught in class. Your child can analyze. Your child can synthesize. Can even apply this knowledge to other things. Now, this domain of learning is what we all enjoy. If your child comes home and can divine erosion according to how they taught them in class, oh wow, my child is a genius. If a child tells you the characteristics of erosion or the characteristics of bad water, you say, oh, my child is a genius. Like, your child can understand these things. Your child can apply. Your child can even analyze these things, and they can comprehend, because we enjoy the comprehension ability in our children. We are happy about these things, right? Now, cognitive domain is not the only outcome of education or the outcome of learning that is important. We have 2 others which are not well known. We have the affective domain and psychomotor domain. The fact that your child comes home and can divine things and can say things is good, but that is not enough. You need to see that your child can act what he has learned and can manipulate things according to what you have learned. Your child needs to internalize this knowledge, and that's how we'll move to the affective domain. Now, this domain of learning has to do with feelings, emotions, has to do with acting, displaying. Your child learns something, right? You need to see it in your child's behavior. Now, your child learns water, qualities of water, and your child can say that quality of water, good water must not smell, must not have color, and all of that, and bad water has all of the color, has smell, and has things inside them, and it's not pure, and all of that, right? Your child can say that. Now, affective domain now makes your child know that, okay, when your child sees the bad water and clean water, say, oh, mommy, this is bad water, this is clean water, because your child already internalized this knowledge. Affective domain deals with internalizing the knowledge that your child have learned, or you have learned as an individual. You have to internalize this knowledge and make these things show in your behavior, because affective domain is feeling, right? What we feel, we may actually show it out. The emotions that we feel, we show it out, because it deals with emotions, feeling, and actions according to behavior. Now, you need to see that your child can act these things. It's showing in them. It's showing, yes, it brings from the head, it comes down. Your child knows these things, right? And now comes to the heart, because your child knows that, oh, this is a bad water, because he can see it, and then he feels that this is the bad water. I can't take this water. It's bad for me. Your child can now influence other people, because affective domain also deals with influencing people. Because this domain deals with receiving knowledge. When you receive the knowledge, or when you, as an adult, receive knowledge, or your child receives this knowledge, you have to respond to the knowledge. You have to respond to knowledge, and responding to knowledge means that you can decipher these things. You can be able to say, oh, this is good, this is bad, this is how I want to act. You can differentiate things according to what you've learned. Because if cognitive domain allows you, or there's a child in this case, allows your child to be able to say these things, they can memorize all of that, they also must know how to act these things they've learned. Now, so fine, we want the best, we want genius babies, we want genius children. As parents that want the best for his or her children, also take note of the way they act. Yes, if your child may not be able to memorize everything and be that genius, try to see it in your child's behavior. Is my child, like, check your child's curriculum or their notes and see, is my child exhibiting things that shows that she has learned something today in school, or she has learned something this session, this term. See it in their behavior. Don't just see it in the way they talk. See it in their behavior. See it in the way they relate with others. See it in the way they act. Now, there are also moral studies. Moral studies deals with them knowing what to do, how to greet, what to do in the morning, how to do this and that. See it in their behavior. And is your child exhibiting these things? Are they showing these things? Are they greeting in the morning? If you're greeting in the morning, greeting in the morning is not really a cognitive thing. It's an affective thing because it shows in the behavior that your child has learned how to do it. I don't want us to just be limited to them knowing how to say things. See it in their action. Can they act what they've learned? Now, moving on to the psychomotor domain. Now, this domain has to do with physical activity, has to do with them knowing how to maneuver things, using their skills, to build things, to construct, to dismantle, to organize. Children, I'm not actually a mother yet, children like to dismantle things. They like to maybe scatter. You see, appliances in the house may not rest because of their remotes. They will just dismantle them, and actually some children can actually assemble these things back. Maybe not perfectly, but so they're interested in these things. That's the psychomotor domain, because they want to be able to do these things. They want to be able to use their physical activity and physical ability to do things. They want to maneuver things. They want to assemble. They want to construct. This domain has to do with action. Yeah, we said affective domain has to do with action, action according to feelings and emotion. But this psychomotor domain has to do with doing things with their hands, thinking about these things and doing it. Now, let's take, for example, in school, they taught your child paper mache and all of that. Now, the teacher will give students assignments to do what? Go home and maybe mold a cup with paper mache and all of that. The process of doing that, thinking of how to mold the cup and all of that, and actually molding the cup with paper mache, is a psychomotor domain. This domain is very important, but in most cases it's not celebrated, and this domain should be celebrated because it is not just an ordinary thing that your child knows how to think about these things and then do them. That paper mache is even going so far. Now, fine motor skills, that is knowing how to write well. It's also a very, very good skill. It's also a very, very good example of psychomotor domain. What about drawing? Drawing in class, drawing, constructing things. It's also a very, very good example of psychomotor domain. Now, as adults, take time to read about something interesting, something that you are really interested about. Now, when you read about it, try to evaluate yourself. Now, do you understand this thing? Is this something that you actually comprehend and all of that? Ask yourself questions that has to do with cognitive outcomes. Now, if you think you've passed, that's good. Now, move to affective domain. Now, check yourself, or after a particular period of time, act it out. Are you influencing people according to what you've learned? Can you actually decipher good from bad according to what you've learned? Do you agree with some things or do you disagree with some things? Ask yourself affective domain questions. Ask yourself affective outcomes. Can you act this thing out? Can they say it in you? Can somebody ask you tomorrow that, do you know about this thing? Have you just learned about this thing? Because they are seeing your behavior. Now, after that, try to demonstrate these things. Demonstrate these things with your physical ability. This is something that you can extract from and then show it in your physical ability, that you can demonstrate it out to somebody. Show a psychomotive part of this outcome. Now, if you excel in these three outcomes, the psychomotive, affective, and cognitive domain of this particular thing you've learned about, you're good. Then you can now you can now monitor your kid, can now monitor your student, can now monitor your pupil, can now monitor your baby sister, and see that, oh, this lady, this girl, this boy, oh, can now analyze this thing, can divine this thing, can mention this thing. Oh, good, that is cognitive aspect. Now, can you now see that your baby sister, your baby brother, or your child, or your pupils in school, can you see it in their behavior, what they've learned? Can you see it in their behavior? Is it something that you can see? Is it something that they've now started acting? You're seeing it in them. Is it something that has changed their behavior? Because earlier we discussed that learning has to do with change in behavior due to what? Experience. That is the end of it. You have to see it in their behavior that they've learned something, directly or indirectly. And they've learned. Exactly. For instance, you want to ask me that how do you measure an affective domain learning outcome of topic erosion? Fine, erosion, it's typical. It's something that do happen around us, but it's typical. We can see that erosion when you're going on the streets, and then, oh, this place is affected by erosion, and then they cannot tell you that, oh, this place is affected by erosion, and I don't think it's actually good. And then because they have feelings of these things, they can feel these things, they now tell you that, oh, let's try to look for solutions to this thing. That's also psychomotive domain, because you're thinking of solutions to the erosion that happened on your streets, tells you that you have already internalized this thing, and then the solution part is an action, right? It's psychomotive domain. It is not as bad as that. It is not bigger than that. It's very simple. It's a simple philosophy. It's a simple thing. It's very simple. You have to know these things. Yeah. Internalize this thing. Apart from you knowing it, you have to internalize it, and then you also have to show that you've learned this thing with actions. I hope you've learned one or two things. Now, if you can do this for yourself, you can take this evaluation yourself, then it's going to be very easy for you to take it out in them. You will also see the slightest change in behavior because of what you've taught them. And I hope you've learned one or two things in this video. Please do subscribe if you're not. Please do subscribe if you have not subscribed, and like the video if you learned one or two things. Thank you very much. It's still Let's Talk with Toyin, and I remain Toyin. I'm okay. Catch you next time. Bye.